The Huns News Network. Go ahead and run it up. You getting up to date news from the past and the future in real time. I told you some people wagered their life for this specific quota, and I got it back. Ayo. And again, how could I possibly have played all these characters? Um, always had a tune in my heart. As a kid, I was always in music classes. Like, yeah, I did my other work, but yes, let's go to music, all this other stuff vocally. Yes, I sent Kenny Chesney right back to the Great Barrier Reef when I was, what, 12 years old? That's when I was really able to, or was I 10? 10 or 11 years old, excuse me. Around that time frame with. Fuck Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. Um, a lot of these celebrities have been gone for a long time. A few ways that we did it. Um, And again, these are just things that are coming to me now. As you know, they pulled the red notice off of the characters I may have played that are still around, or me specifically. Because again, how many people have you seen out here trying to play me? And they get walked right into that. So that right there shows you that, yes, people walk around thinking they look like me. Um, or something that we had uncovered with KGB is that they were playing characters that we played. Like we didn't tell anybody to drop this album. We didn't tell anybody to do this. Who's doing it? Oh, okay. We got to go back and get the rights to the avatar to the filter essentially. But yeah, Nickel Creek, Emerson Drive, Tim McGraw, Toby Keith, Alan Jackson, Gary Allen, um, Trick Pony. And someone just went like, but yeah, me and my goons, we're Trick Pony as well. Just what I do when I can't get no loving. Um, and we've been playing these out. So my star parents, KGB, KSG. Excuse me, my godparents. And star parents too. They're around here. They've been gooning too. I mean, teleport us into mosh pits all the time. Hold on. And we're back. But I've always been, I was a huge dreamer as a kid. I remember lucid dreaming and just being a kid. Kids really don't have any ulterior motives. They're just out there having fun. So I lucid dreamt a lot as a kid. In my teen years, not so much. I do every now and again, but usually as security protocol that I'll just pop up. But yeah, I lucid dream in 0 point. I have 4x'd 0 point, meaning I'm so second nature at so many things that what you see on the surface is just the world stage script. I don't know how many, 0 point, you call it autopilot, but it's really not. 0 point conversations that I have daily. Usually takes my godparents to like bring me out, like, okay, I'm here right now, right now. Okay, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Um, but I was able to voice match and take out the frequencies of these individuals that, again, going back into the music industry, that became my primary role. And then secondary roles, the cinema, um, is that you get a fan base of people. Oh my God, I love this person. Oh my God, Kenny Chesney. Oh my God, Zach Hansen. Um, and then what would happen is that the individuals that sold their chakras get rigged, right? So individuals like why I had to take over that live performance of CMA. And again, that's you see me childhood memory. The avatar of Alan Jackson is there, but it's me behind the veil singing. Um, they would rig these individuals, not realizing, like I showed you, a Polish basic combat training. How'd you even get through the USA database cleared when Interpol caught you? You were on red notice with Interpol, and yet you're still able to make it into basic combat training. Um, I had to take over these characters essentially and re-script it where people weren't just shooting themselves in front of like suicide bombers, suicide shooters, setting bombs off, all these different things that they were rigging people to create these catastrophes. So that's one thing after a false flag, which 9/11 absolutely was a false flag. You go back to the math again. I literally was able to recreate and then snatch the patents of the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center. And I've gone back and been able to get the patents down to the blueprint of something and correct them, or they couldn't keep doing these things on this specific property. So I was able, just loving music. I stopped listening to pop music really at 10 years old after I'm pretty. Like that, just like rock and country were the only things I would comfortably listen to. Um, and then why pop music got cleaned up is because I traveled east and came back west and learned alternative rock, alternative genre, blending genres, blending genres. So, um, yeah, that's why pop music got cleaned up is because I traveled east, and learned a lot from a lot of guardians, star parents. Learned a lot from them. And at the same time, execution's taking people's chakras, their abilities, and then blending it into a new genre, which is mine. Alt trap, alternative trap music. I'm the godfather of that. So I've created my own genre of music that y'all vibe to, today. Or you can't hit specific depressive notes. You can't sit there and try to rescript my shit because that will backfire. I protect all my work with my intellectual property. So that's one thing. That's what I'm declassifying right now. So put these people on red notice. These people that knew about chakras, learning from the East Indies specifically, would rig people's chakras and hit their chakras or like project onto them. Hey, you want to drink? You can have one drink. It's not. I don't drink. So to continue to offer a sultan alcohol, a con alcohol after they've told you one time, I'm not interested. Thank you, is considered disrespect, intentional disrespect. Um, because there's an energetic attachment to everybody who had that bottle, and then whoever gave them that bottle, and then whoever processed that bottle. So there's an energetic tie to set things into motion, right? So my goddad took a little. He didn't know. Now I'm teaching him that. Um, I told you in my six, he took like one sip, and I'm like, oh, he's starting to get woozy because I feel it because we're energetically attached to each other. And I sobered him up. And then again, I took the complete Sea to Shining Sea Star Spangled Banner on Saturday, knowing that they're fucked up. And now I'm hitting you even harder. I know what you did, and I know what you're doing to try to continue to have energy, knowing that you've already had your chakras blown out. Um, I remember that, and on top of that, my dad was stationed at Camp Lejeune. I've also hacked Camp Lejeune. I've every major military installation until my dad's like, we're going to teach everybody. I already I already got it, and I got the okay from my dad, who had clearance over all of them. Um, and then I started earning. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. But my dad gave me the okay, along with my star dad, star dad and my god dad, who all had clearance to. Yep, yep, let's go. Um, they set things into motion that you're clearly seeing. It just keeps backfiring. Like at a certain boom, boom. Literally, riptides. We're underwater right now. Riptides, telling them not to go that direction. Whole freaking currents, the EAC, literally telling them to go this way. They're still just, I'm like, you're foolish. You're foolish. But I went and I found, a little bit of. So whenever you listen to the currents reward you for that. There's a reason that we're guided a certain way. But yeah, uh, I was voice matching. I can mimic. God, I told you you can't sing. If you're mimicking, you're singing it. I have like a 19 zeroed in ear. I can't be an auditory learner, but I'm also very much, I can't be visual, but again, an ability that I created um, and grounded and taught people is to lucid listen. Just listen without bias. Just listen. That's another way that we do recognition, and I know this is kind of I'm just being asked right now to declassify some stuff. So, please, forgive me with that. But I can voice match. I can face match somebody just by their voice. I'm able to hear, I'm like, whoever wild child, God damn you, I'm like, I know your voice. It doesn't matter who tries to play you or who might try to play you or whatever. And then we drop their veils on them and we drop, and like, your tech has already been corrupted. I know your voice specifically. Now we can throw our voices and we can do different things, and we can sit there and I can turn on, back on my accent if I need to, or turn it off, or do I really have an accent, or, Julian and that is there. I can change my voice up. Um, but it's still me. I taught my team, it's still me. I'm playing a character right now. Break, don't make me have to break my character. Because if I do, I'm coming for you. There's a reason that I'm speaking in a certain, photonic. There's a reason that I'm doing it. There's a reason. There's a reason. If it naturally just comes out, then I'm going with it. Then that's when you're supposed to watch the scene around. Um, but I had to do that at like 11 years old. Um, we lived on Camp Lejeune. I remember they forced us at school. Was it Brewster Middle School? I can't remember. I think it was Brewster Middle School. Then I went to Northside High School. Brewster Middle School. They sat there and made us watch the towers go down. Just stunned, and like that, I'm pretty just stunned having to watch that. And then our parents came and picked us up from school. There was also a reported, and I don't know if it got out, but I'm reporting it now, that there was a bomb being sent for Camp Lejeune. Um, and I guess me being there, just with the Zach Hansen frequency, the Andromedan frequency, being able to ground instability, um, nothing went off. We were able to get it. Um, but then again, I had this like, there's a fear that I had, that projection fear. And my parents probably picked up on it, whomever, I don't know. Because they were looking at every car. I'm like, oh my God, there's like, I thought it. And again, they could have been just listening to my channels, like, there's a bomb. Um, and lo and behold, there was. Uh, so yeah, to say that the USA did not create child soldiers, they're full of shit. Officially, I've been in the service for 15 and a half years. When I was able to checkmate all these country stars, take their frequency, be able to voice match them at 11 years old, I was able to, their movements, things like that, deactivating them, deactivating, no matter what planetary system, no matter what C4 they came from. Just dragging people, hitting them with quicksand, trying to run. I discovered more C4 than anybody could fathom. So having to do that, and then memories just coming back to me today, chasing down a little, KGB's youngest daughter, KGB's my handler, my godmom, her youngest daughter, because she's over here and she knows what she's doing. I'm like, oh my God, okay, hold on, I gotta go chase something down real quick. And you feel like, oop, my bad, you're young, all right, not a mistake if we can stop it, type shit. Sometimes it's funny. I just send her where it should have gone. I just help you with the math a little bit, but um, our friends, like, we quantum leap with each other. They remember it, but again, I'm a quantum leaper, and they'll see it on their timelines. I was already on, because I again beat the game at 6 years old. I was already on the highest timeline. And if you again don't understand what that means, then it was really foolish of you to say that you were me. Because I'm one of those. Okay, if you're me, then that means you've done everything. You have every classification. You have all these things that I've ever done, and there's gonna come a day you have to prove it. Because I don't claim anything that I haven't had training through. I don't claim any of it. So if y'all saying, "Oh, I'm this," so I did this, but I didn't do this, that right there, like, okay, red notice right there. When I say doppelganging and gang stalking is probably like some of the worst crimes you can commit, because I will doppelgang you right to the bottom of a seafloor to a vortex I haven't even grounded yet. And you're gonna sit there until I get there, type shit. Um, and then you send your little goons in, okay, maybe if we get all these people. I'm telling you, like, this was part of a master plan. Like, I set this into motion years ago. and I'm watching it, manifest right in front of me, and I think it's funny. Um, so yeah, being musically inclined and all they say, yo, you should go to day job. I mean, shut the fuck up. I hear you over there trying to sing my shit. Um, there's times I can't hit certain notes because the environment itself is asking me not to hit a certain frequency because of my underground things that they're doing. I'm like, okay, I can't hit this note today. That's cool. Um, there are times that I'm belting siren notes. Bad Friday. I record that was the highest. Like, okay, if you can hit this, that means he's was able to do all these characters. I hit that shit constantly. Sometimes I go in falsetto. Sometimes I belt it. And sometimes I'm just using a head voice. Sometimes I use my chest voice. There's different chakras that you use to hit different notes. Now if your chakras are blown out, how can you possibly say that you hit umbop? Right? You hit umbop. Um, and then you try to do on pretty. Clearly, you can hear that they stole that shit from us. Like you stole it and you couldn't hit that note. Which again, I don't know how many times their vortexes, collapse on them. So if they're saying like, why didn't we die? This is supposed to be our trigger. All of us just, go out. You're not going out until we say you go out. You're not going to cause all this carnage and think you're just going to be able to skirt off forever type shit. No, we're going to make you play out everything you did in front of everybody. Um, you're going to do that half left face, right-handed salute. All right. You're going to do no left-handed salute. You're going to do a right-handed salute, half left face. Because that's it. Like you keep pledging, like, cool, I got all this asylum, all this, all this, all this, all this, all this, all this. Because you pledge an allegiance to go down with this sinking ship. To say here, oh, you crazy, all this. It sounds like you're delusional. Okay, but you're the ones that are literally in fucking putrefied vessels under the seafloor right now, and I'm vibing. I'm a megalodon. I have gills. Well, how are they breathing? Because probably that we're aquatic. We're going through budge training. We develop gills and fins. Um, and even like today, I felt myself like, oh, if I'm feeling, I know they're really feeling it today. Um, why you can't just land choppers anywhere? Um, we have to, be shuttled to a specific location that we know this chopper can land safely because you're not just hitting sand and sinking more. Different things we found out. So I told you, we're going on vacation. We're on vacation, the family vacation. If you guys ever seen, the Brady Bunch movie, the new one, we're all going to Sears type of shit. This is us going to Sears. So, again, I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'll share.